Hey everyone, welcome back. Tonight we are talking about something truly bizarre that has been popping up in local folklore across the countryside. It is known as the ghost pig, or the menacing pig creature. Imagine walking home on a quiet, foggy night and hearing a sound that isn't quite a grunt and isn't quite a scream. It's a legend that has kept people indoors after sunset for generations, and today we're going to find out why.
The legend doesn't just come from one place. It seems to be a shared nightmare. Older folks in the Midwest and parts of the South tell stories of an enormous, pale swine that appears near old farmsteads. Unlike a normal animal, this thing is said to have a skin that glows with a faint, sickly light. Some say it's the spirit of a prize hog that was mistreated, while others believe it is something much older and more malevolent that just happens to take the shape of a pig. Let's talk about what makes this creature so menacing. It's not just its size, which witnesses describe as being as large as a black bear, but its eyes. Those who have claimed to see it up close describe eyes that burn like hot coals, bright, piercing red. It doesn't run away like a wild boar would. Instead, it stands its ground, staring you down with a look of pure intelligence and malice. It's that human-like gaze that really sends shivers down your spine. One of the most famous sightings occurred back in the late 90s near an abandoned slaughterhouse. A group of teenagers were out exploring when they heard a heavy thudding sound behind them. When they turned around, they saw a massive white-gray pig-like figure charging toward them. But here's the kicker. It made no sound when its hooves hit the gravel. It was as silent as a shadow, right up until it let out a bone-chilling shriek that sounded like a person screaming in pain. The sound is perhaps the most documented part of the ghost pig phenomenon. Naturalists have tried to debunk it, suggesting it might be the scream of a mountain lion or fox. But those who have heard it say it's different. It's a rhythmic, heavy wheezing, followed by a high-pitched squeal that vibrates in your chest. People have reported hearing this sound outside their bedroom windows in the middle of the night, only to find strange, oversized hoofprints in the mud the next morning. As we move into the deeper woods, the stories get even darker. Hunters have reported being stalked by the menacing pig creature for miles. They describe the feeling of being watched, only to glimpse a pale, hairless body darting between the trees. In some accounts, the creature seems to be able to vanish into thin air. One hunter claimed he took a shot at it, but the bullet passed right through, hitting a tree behind the beast as if it were made of smoke and mist. What exactly is this thing? Some paranormal investigators suggest it's a residual haunt, a memory of the land replaying over and over. However, the aggressive nature of the ghost pig suggests it is an intelligent entity. There are those who believe it's a guardian of sorts, protecting the land from intruders. If you stumble upon its territory, it doesn't just want to scare you, it wants to drive you out, using fear and psychological pressure until you never want to return to those woods again. In many cultures, pigs are seen as symbols of both fertility and greed, and in some darker folklore, they are associated with the underworld. This menacing version seems to lean into that darker side. There are stories of the swine of the mist in European folklore that share a lot of similarities with our modern ghost pig. It's fascinating to see how these stories evolve over time, moving from old-world myths to modern-day rural legends that still terrify us today. With the rise of dash cams and smartphones, you would think we'd have clear evidence by now. And yet, the footage we do have is always just out of focus. There's a famous clip from a trucker in 2018 who captured a large white mass crossing a highway in the middle of the night. The way it moves is unnatural. It's too fast for a pig, and its legs seem to bend in ways they shouldn't. It's these modern snippets that keep the mystery alive for a whole new generation of researchers. Skeptics, of course, have their own theories. They point to escaped farm hogs that have gone feral. Feral pigs can grow to massive sizes, develop thick coats, and become extremely aggressive. In the moonlight, a light-colored hog could easily look like a glowing ghost to someone who is already on edge. But does that explain the silence? Or the glowing eyes? Or the way the creature seems to appear and disappear in areas where no physical animal could hide? That is where the science ends and the mystery begins. Whether you believe it's a physical animal, a ghost, or just a trick of the light, one thing is for sure. The story of the ghost pig is here to stay. It taps into our primal fear of the dark and the unknown creatures that might be lurking just outside the safety of our porch lights. So next time you're driving through a rural area and you see a pair of red eyes reflecting in your headlights, you might want to keep driving. You wouldn't want to meet the menacing pig creature face to face. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the strange and unusual. The world is full of mysteries, and the ghost pig is just one of many waiting to be explored. What do you think? Is it a feral hog or something more supernatural? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you have your own encounter, I'd love to hear it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. Stay safe out there, and try not to wander into the